This video is sponsored by Value Testers, best tool company on the web, great pricing and customer service. Contract the discount once signed up with an account. Link in description below.
You love driving. You love driving. I know you love driving. Yeah, you love driving. You love driving. Morning, guys. November 5th, 2019. This one here, I got a call from this guy. He says,
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Hampton Street.
so this water heater's blowing the relief valve. I've worked for this guy before, and he had some so-called plumber from another state put this water heater in. I think it's from Home Depot. He said the relief valve's blowing, so he changed the relief valve, and he called up the warranty company for the tank from Lowe's, which is a Whirlpool or something like that, and he said that the thermostat's bad. So I said to him, I said, go over to your water meter, see if you got a check valve at the water meter. So he goes over there and he's describing what he's got. He's got a pressure reducing valve at the water meter. And no expansion tank.
On Hampton Street.
So that's why the relief valve's blowing. He's even got the right relief valve in there, knowing this guy. But he said he called the water department, and the water pressure is between 65 and 70 in the town. So that's not so bad. I could take that.
In 1.5 miles, turn right on Adams Street.
I could take that relief, that pressure reducing valve right out of there, and then the water will expand back into the water main. I mean, that's the best way to do it. Saving money on an expansion tank and stuff. But anyway, we'll go over there and we'll see what he might even have put a boiler relief valve in there. I don't know with this guy. I worked on the shower valve before, tub and shower valve. So we'll go over there and we'll see. Might be interesting. Yeah, it might be interesting. This guy knows enough to be dangerous. Yeah, he does. He's a Mr. Fix-It man. Yeah, he's a Mr. Fix-It man. Yeah. He knows enough to be dangerous. Yeah, I know it. I know it. We'll try to get you some shots. This all might be interesting. Got the one from them then.
Yes.
That's set for 150 on the pressure.
Well, this one actually came from Lowe's. They deal with Lowe's. That's where it came from. They sent me there to go get it.
So it's not happening all the time. It does it once in a while, right?
It does it if I run the washing machine or if I take a shower.
Yeah, see, it's 210 degrees, so the thing's not going off on temperature. It's not 210. You said it was 140, the temperature, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
right.
it's going to be going off on the pressure, because the pressure is...
I can show you what I'm doing, how I get the reading.
The pressure is set at 150 psi, okay, and the temperature is 210. So it's not the temperature. I think it's the pressure. Let's look at the water meter. So if you don't have an expansion tank and you got a check valve here, there's no way for the water. Yeah, see, there's a check valve. See, that's a check valve.
Yep.
So you can't take that out. You have to put an expansion tank in. So when the water heats up, it expands, and it can't go back into the water main because of this check valve. See, a lot of my town don't have these. That's what your problem is. So you have to put an expansion tank in. So when the water heats it expands in the tank, right?
I guess.
That's what the problem is right there, guy. That's why I asked you on the phone if you had a check valve.
I don't have one.
That's a check valve.
That's a check valve. Oh,
That's a check valve. So you have to put an expansion tank in for the domestic water to take care of the issue. So what's happening is, obviously when you heat the water up, it builds up pressure. So if you open the faucet every so often and relieve the pressure, it's not going to be an issue. It's when you're not using the water for a long time, you're out at your girlfriend's house or whatever, and then you'll come and you'll see water here because it's building.
This was kind of like empty. As soon as I put the washing machine on, that's the water that came out.
Well, that was just a coincidence, but that's...
Well, it happens like every time. Every time if I go to take
Alright,
a
so
shower.
you gotta put an expansion tank in here somewhere on this water line. See, you got one here for the boiler,
This thing here.
but that's a different type of tank.
Yeah.
That's for you need one for portable water, which is 3/4. So that's what your situation is here. That's what you need. So that's what I would do. I'd put a tank. Could probably, come off of there with a T with an L. Or put the tank right there, hang it, and clip it right there. That would be the place to put it. So that's what you got to do.
You were saying maybe I won't have to do that.
You have to.
So this thing is okay, you think?
Yeah.
They
If it-
send me that for nothing, man.
Well, yeah. She got it on hot, 135. I mean, if it's, you could turn it down a little bit if it's 145. You think it's too hot. I mean, it should be about 130, 135. I mean,
Would you put a low?
turn it down a little bit. I mean, what do you want it at? You want to leave it on hot? Is that where you had it before?
Well, here's low. You read the two words, so I put it like right in between it.
Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, that turkey basted thing that you measured might not be accurate. You're not burning your hands or nothing like
Well,
that.
But you can't put your hand in it.
Yeah, so you could lower it a little bit. But even if we change that valve, it's still going to build up pressure because of the check valve.
You're saying this. If we change that, it's still going to.
It's still going to be the same issue.
Okay. All right.
So until we put that tank in,
Yeah.
you ain't going to solve the problem, right?
I guess.
There is. We're 75 there now. He's going to go open up the hot. I'm going to put an expansion tank in for him. So then it drops down. Alright, shut it off! Alright, drop down around 70, 68. Alright, so it dropped down to 68. Yeah. So we shut the water off. It's coming in at 68.
Okay.
And go open up all the faucets upstairs in the house.
Hot, cold.
Hot and cold, everything.
Leave them all
Yeah,
open.
open up, flush the toilet, open everything up, and leave everything open. We'll get a hose on this thing and drain it. And we're going to put an expansion tank up there for them. Yeah, I'm going to set it, it's only set for 18. I mean, that's nowhere near enough. It's only 40. Got a ways to go. Got a ways to go.
You do this often, Steve?
Huh?
You do this often?
Well, that seems kind of weird. Maybe that gauge isn't that accurate.
You don't even have these in Dodge.
Huh?
You say you don't even have these in Dodge.
Alright, that's it right there. 68. That's good.
So it's like holding air like a bicycle tire?
Yeah. That's what we had there before, 68, right? Coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Alright, I put a tank there with a hanger. Put a T, come over. It's 3/4 tap is what it is. I went with the bigger tank. He's gonna turn all the faucets off and we can turn the water back on. You want to set the pressure right around the same pressure as the water coming in, maybe a little bit higher. by a pound or so. Right around whatever the pressure's coming in. It's gonna fluctuate anyway. So water back on.
The only thing I couldn't do is look at the toilet.
Oh yeah, because the toilet's gonna fill on its own. All right, we'll go upstairs and open up the hot on the tub, and we'll get rid of all the air out of the water tank.
In the tub?
Yeah, just to turn the tub on hot.
Okay.
And let all the air out. When the water starts coming up, you can shut it off.
Okay.
I did drain the tank down. I'm gonna put it on pilot for working on it. And put it back to hot. It is filling with water. He's gonna go drain the air out of it. When the tank heats up, water, it will expand in that tank instead of building up pressure in the tank because of the check valve. Because the check valve at the water meter is stopping it from going back into the water main. So you need a tank.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Old Westport Road.
We're on our way. Me and Miss Molly are working again.
3/4 of a mile, turn right on Chase Road.
Yeah, Miss Molly.